But I'm going back to Florida, catching the 305.
The new Hot Tamale CD is called Sunnyland. First guitarist and second vocalist Craig Reeder says it still fits the group's contemporary folk music style, but with a twist.
We generally play lots of different styles of music. You know, I mean, we play blues, we play 30s style jazz, we play Motown, but this was specifically targeted to one single genre. This particular genre, although it has a very narrow audience demographic, it really allows for a very much deeper kind of range of creative expression.
Because Sunnyland, says wordsmith, first vocalist and second guitarist Adrian Fogelin, is a concept album. Tales about folks of advancing years when lives are ending and the great beyond beckons.
Oh, she'll fly away.
That's one of the advantages to having some age as a musician.
Yeah.
You have this huge backlog of musical memory to draw on.
And this genre is a particularly good vehicle for the storytelling, the poetic lyrics, and the melody, as opposed to sort of pop music, rock and roll.
It's not as beat-driven.
Yeah.
Melody-driven stories, Fogelin says, with universal resonance.
The Other Side, which I wrote in honor of my father, but actually of the entire World War II generation, which is fast fading into memory. That idea of one spouse dying ahead of the other and the remaining spouse waiting to go. Every time we've played it, someone in the audience has cried and then come up after and told us about their parent, their aunt, their uncle, their own spouse. Everyone has lost someone and is waiting to see them again.
He looks out far, far across the river, deep and wide, and goes to her on the other side.
There's even a musical tribute to a faithful Hot Tamale fan.
But you're the one going on before, and when you get there, hope you prop the door.
Song for Larry, I started writing driving home from a practice when Larry was in the process of dying and he was in hospice. And I realized that there's a point in your life when people are waiting for the welcome death to happen. And we loved Larry. We feel he would show up for all of our gigs, even sick as he was, and we miss him.
Sunnyland's also a departure from the band's standard practice of recording tracks themselves.
This CD was produced by Rick Ott at...
From the Hart Studio in Sop Choppy. And there is no better pair of ears than Rick's. He catches the errors, but he also will say, okay, don't do that singing there. Let's just let the guitar go. He's tremendous, kind, generous. It's wonderful to work with him and his wife, Nell.
It don't make no, never mind that gray cloud above you ain't silver line. Your last transaction's just been declined, but it don't make no, never mind.
Hot Tamale Sunnyland gets its official unveiling this Saturday night at 7:30.
It'll be at the What Cafe, which is the Northwood Plaza, 7:30 on Saturday.
January 17th.
January 17th.
Yeah, and it's free and open to the public.
And we'll play every song on this CD, but we're also going to play some of the things that have been old favorites that we wrote a while ago, and some that are so new that the icing isn't hard on them yet.
For WFSU News, I'm Tom Flanigan.